Um, Time now is 1:31 p.m. God, my hair is terrible. 1:31 p.m. On April 6th. It's Leia's birthday. Shout out to Leia. I forgot to wish her a happy birthday. It's actually April 7th in Hong Kong now. But anyways, today I slept very well. It's I went from 3:30 to um um I went from 3:30 to around 12 at noon, and then I decided to lay on my bed for like one more hour. But yeah, I feel rejuvenated. It feels great to be able to sleep all day. I feel fantabulous. Um, so yeah, um, I'm not gonna do too much today. I'm just gonna do a lot of normal shit like editing, and I'm gonna do the migration, which is I'm gonna start transferring stuff from here to there because it's getting worse and worse. Last night the laptop crashed like maybe 4 times already, so not cool. The migration shall begin. Um, it's kind of daunting because this is like 3 times more than a phone has. Actually, way more than that. Maybe even 4 times. Because my phone, this one has like 256 gigabytes, I believe. Anyways, I don't know. So aside from that, I think I'll be going to Victor's birthday party tonight because I don't want to miss things out. But also, if I don't leave tonight, then I'll be having spaghetti tonight, which I already had a couple nights ago, and I don't want to repeat that. I know I'm a college student, and I shouldn't, like, I shouldn't care that I'm eating spaghetti, uh, you know, the other day, and then I'm eating it again. In fact, it should be like a normal thing, because I'm a college student. I'm suffering. But yeah, I believe there's food there. If there's no food, then I'll be a sad boy. But at least I get to hang out with people. I hope Justin's there because I want to speak to Justin actually a little bit. The Malaysian guy on like directing and everything. I want to drink and have fun. Actually, I want to drink some alcohol because because why not? Let's go crazy or something. Um, but yeah, it's all right. It's been okay. Um, finishing that essay was amazing, but now I need to start working on my next assignments, which is the world building class modeling. So I'm gonna have to work on that, and then nothing else for today. Everything's fine. There's this ABCA event today, but unfortunately I can't go. But all the future ABCA events I probably will go. Because again, I paid for this shit, so I kind of have to go. Um, and yeah, Benny at 9 a.m. asked me if we want to hang out because he's at USC. Bro, I'm sleeping. Another thing is Matthew, the Singaporean dude, said, "Hey, nice to meet you. We should link up and like drink coffee sometimes." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I haven't responded yet, but I will say, "Yeah, sure." Um, so yeah, that's basically it for today. There's not a lot to be said, not a lot to be done, and I don't know. We're nearing the end of the semester. Week 13 is over. 3 more weeks and we're done, basically. 14, 15, 16, and we're done. Um, that's kind of crazy. Um, yeah, a little bit. I wouldn't say underwhelming, but like not a lot happened. But again, it's the first semester. That is something to be expected. However, it's not like I didn't try. Right? I joined APCA, submitted to this film festival, and I just met this Singaporean guy who, I don't know, maybe there's some kind of filming collab going on. This Shirley Chinese woman in the world building class who, I don't know, maybe there's an opportunity there. Um, and if I can make some friends in the religion department, that would be nice too if I continue to minor in religion. I think that would be kind of funny. To just have friend groups in the opposite side of the campus. Religion group has nothing to do with the film groups. Um, yeah, and for sure, I've definitely made friends with Iko and Rachel even further. And Rachel the Hong Konger, not Rachel the Korean. I wonder how she's doing now. But it's not like I didn't try. You know, hopefully it goes somewhere, expands somewhere. Um, but yeah, I think Cam's Fest is great because I get to put myself out there. If I do run into another filmmaker, or even just like if someone else was in the audience in Cam's Fest, last night, and then they meet me again sometime in the future, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're that dude who made that short film." Like they will already have some good, like positive preconceptions, and that's like a good thing. That's setting things up. So I believe that's good. And also setting things up is the professor, the Vietnamese American professor, likes me now. Like she likes me as a student, and um, this is setting things up for, going to Cannes next year. I have to go to Cannes next year, okay? Like, I have to. It's meant to be, you know? I was thinking last night, ooh, what if David Lynch premieres something in Cannes next year? Or Park Chan-wook, or Apichatpong Widazada Cool. Like, either of these three directors premiering something next year, it would be insane. Maybe Pong Joon-ho. I don't know if Mickey 17 premieres at Cannes. I have to go. I have to freaking go. Koreeda premiering something I can. I'm fucking going. Like who else? I don't know, but maybe Terrence Malick will premiere something for Cannes 25. That would also be insane. I don't know. Just I gotta go somehow. I gotta go. And Michelle's going to Rome this summer, so it's gonna be fun for her. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I had a dream actually. I almost forgot that I had a dream because, I laid on my bed for a whole hour. But it was a dream where my dad was yelling at me and he's very angry at me. And I tried to fight back. It was like a very sour dream. But yeah, overall, it's good. I'm at a good spot right now. It's a bit underwhelming because I always, or sometimes, have this idea that I will find someone interesting in a romantic sense. But the truth is, have I met a single person in USC? As hard as I've tried, I went to APCA, I socialized in my classes, I went to this event, Have I met a single person who like really deeply interests me? Not really. So again, the saying goes, if I'm not interested in anyone, then why even bother? Right? If there's a girl I like, then okay, there's some sort of action to be had. There's some kind of plot development to be had, but, you know, I'm not interested in anyone at this point. So why even bother? Why even bother? And again, like, since I arrived in LA, since round one, I think, I think, aside from Leslie, I haven't been interested in like anyone else because everyone's sort of like flat. Um, so I don't know. I think the chances are really low because I'm just not as romantically active as a normal human being. I feel like, you know. But yeah, it's whatever. If that's the case, then so be it. You know. Even like okay, Leslie's now knowing Leslie's full personality, I don't really like her anymore. And if I meet Mary now, and even if she's single, I probably wouldn't really like her that much because she does come off basic. So honestly, in a sense, I don't love anyone. Um, I can be friends with people, but like no one particularly captures me in a romantic sense. So that's the truth. So yeah. third person, desktop maximum. Alright, so I'm at Santa Monica right now. Victor's birthday party, and nobody had food prepared. So I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do? Victor, Destin, Lou, the French girl, and I think Luis went out to buy alcohol and beer. And I was gonna follow them, but I changed my mind, but then I changed back my mind again. So now I went out, but by then it's already too late. Them four had already left, probably on a car or something. So now I'm just stuck in the wilderness at night in Santa Monica with nothing to do. I'm kind of fucked. I want food, I'm hungry, and I don't got shit. So I got an idea. Sansai Japanese Grill. Holy shit. It's been so long since I've had food there. Hopefully it's still open. Is it still open? I would be pissed if it's not.
But right now there is like evolving every week. Ready to swear. He was like what year?
Oakley dokley, time now is 2:51 a.m. in the morning. I just came back home from Cliff's place. It's awesome. I'm glad I went. Even today morning, I wasn't sure if I should go or not, but Luis suddenly DM'd me asking me, hey, I would really appreciate it if you would come tonight. And I'm like, sure, of course. Like, yeah, I'm thinking about coming already. So I went. I was like 40 minutes late, but hey, most people were late anyways. But yeah, I arrived and holy ball sacks. So many people showed up today. Even more than Justin's departure party. I didn't expect that. I thought no one's gonna come, but everybody came. So, yeah, I immediately met Victor and Destin, and I saw Luis and Luis's friends, Austin, an Australian guy who also lives in the same house. This guy, white guy, Josh, this, Ken randomly showed up later, Ariel showed up, Cassidy, her sister, was gonna show, but she was on a feature film. Unfortunately, Justin the Malaysian guy didn't show up, but Justin the Singaporean guy showed up. Cliff eventually showed up. Then Jade oh my god, I almost said her last name. I'm a little drunk maybe? Elin and Takumi showed up. And then suddenly an entire collage, a myriad, a freaking clique of French people showed up. So Lou, the French girl who didn't wear a lot of clothes in the first class of photo 2, she showed up. And I was like, hey Lou, I already knew you. And Lou was like, what? I don't remember. It's fine. So Lou was there, and then a ton of French people showed up, and they started speaking French, and it's kind of hilarious. And then like this half Taiwanese, half Mexican guy, American guy showed up. And Ken was like, oh, he's Taiwanese too, but he literally speaks perfect English. Turns out he's born in America. And I can tell he's mixed, but then who knows? Maybe he's like half indigenous Taiwanese. I wouldn't know. And this South Asian girl showed up. Another Mexican girl showed up. Her name is Cassandra. There's so many people. It's actually insane. And I spoke to a lot of people. Lauren and her wife eventually showed up, and her name is Mitsuho. spoke with Takumi a little bit in Japanese, but they didn't like speak constantly. Unlike the French, they just like went on and on and on. We drank. I honestly thought that there would be food, but there isn't, so I resorted to buying some food from DoorDash, which is, yeah, fuck, expensive, I know, but I'm glad I'm able to try Southside Japanese Grill. So, Southside Japanese Grill Santa Monica closed. Closed at 8, unfortunately. But Westwood is still open, so I ordered it on DoorDash and went with the one from Westwood. And oh my god, such a huge meal. I feel full. And then we had cake, and then I had some red wine because Kiara brought 2 bottles of red wine. Is that a cockroach? That's a fucking cockroach. Okay. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. Yippee-ki-yay. Spray? No spray. I'm gonna just directly smash it, because if I spray it falls and... Oh, fuck. Okay. 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 Okay, there we go. I got it. Ah, great. Right, where were we? You saw me kill a cockroach live on camera. But yeah, I socialized with DoorDash, blah blah blah. What else? I drank this twisted iced tea with 5% alcohol. Not bad. Could have been better. If it's carbonated, it would have tasted amazing. Unfortunately, it's not. But yeah, I hugged a lot of people today. But yeah, I socialized with a lot of people. I got to chat with a lot of people. I talked to the Singaporean guy who's kind of like me. He wants to make movies with a passion. Like, he really really wants to do filmmaking so that he could enhance Singaporean culture. Not necessarily politically, unlike me, who's doing it very much for political reasons. He's doing it for the culture. Me is more like for both. What else? Spoke with Ken a bit. It's a little daunting for some reason because Ken to me is just so cool. He's too cool of an East Asian guy that sometimes I feel bad talking to him, but he's chill about it. He's still planning to do the Ape story, but he's planning to make it into a feature film with 20K, and once again, he's asking Ariel to help produce. So Ariel's hitting a bit of a brick wall with Justin's short film, A Bird, because she can't find a couple houses, locations that are costing so much money that she needs to find a sponsor from a Swedish energy drink. What else? I told Elin that I want to do art, and Elin was like passionate, and Elin's like, oh, do this and do that, think about this, think about that, which is really cool. Oh yeah, I shared Benny's script to Ariel and Elin and Cliff, and they all laughed, and we all laughed at him. What else? Yeah, I spoke with Kiara a lot. Really didn't see this coming, If 3 years ago you'd have told me that I would have been good-ass friends with like a 30-something-year-old Italian woman, I would be like, oh, okay. She's 37, I believe. Which is crazy. I couldn't even tell, but oh well. Also news about the new film 33, led by Professor Antonio. It's been gone to shit. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, they finally chose a script, and it's from Film 21, and it's some random ass script. So apparently, according to Ken, the school banned a Film 33 to film outside. So they have to film in the soundstage. But according to Takumi, or according to, I forgot who, Nick, that's not true. It's not banned. It's just that Professor Antonio was lazy and he wants to pick a script that can be filmed in the soundstage. So basically like WoW Part 2. So unfortunately that's the case. So Professor Antonio just went to Film 21, grabbed a random script called The Hunch, and decided to film that, and it's garbage. So Nick, the Mexican, the Latino guy, he's gonna be first AD, which is interesting. He's such a quiet guy. Then Takumi's doing first AC. Elin is gonna lay low and do second AC. And Cassandra, the Mexican girl, is gonna, I think she hasn't really decided yet. But But yeah, that's basically it. So I don't know. So and apparently Kuchio didn't leave 33 because he was mad about Passover, because he needed to lay low because apparently the college is investigating him. So oof, the downfall. I'm ready for the downfall arc. But yeah, overall tonight was fun as hell. Basically, I did nothing today. I spent the entire afternoon today. I downloaded Unreal Engine. I tried to play it, and it's so laggy. So I downloaded Blender, and I realized that next Tuesday I need to submit a homework for my world building class, like modeling and everything. And I realized I can't fucking do it because I can't learn Blender and build an entire model within 3 days. I may be able to do it in Minecraft if I dedicate a lot of time to it. But fuck, I am extremely late to the thing, so I don't know how am I gonna do it. I can I can try to draw a storyboard, but like usually people who draw a storyboard will do it on an actual painting app on a tablet or something. I only have a pen and paper. It's not gonna mean much. So my best bet is still to use Blender. Push comes to shove, I use Minecraft, but that's not professional. But yeah, that's basically it. I don't have time to watch any anime or watch any film tonight again. But it's okay because I've watched so much films in March that I really need to slow down for April. So I'm gonna do that. And yeah, called an Uber, expensive as fuck. More like a Lyft, but it's okay. The moment I got into the Lyft, the woman, he's a white woman, she was like, "Oh, if you want to throw up, there's a paper bag in front of you." And I'm like, "I'm good. I never get drunk." But yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's crazy. They were singing karaoke and it's really loud and everyone's having fun and drinking and I can smell cigarette and weed and this is in in some ways this is a party. Like this is the American party. Sure it's not the frat house blasting music, crazy colors, red solo cups, but it's close. It's actually really close and I don't feel like awkward about it because like I'm familiar with 2/3 of everyone there, so it was fun. It was nice. Everyone's cool, and yeah, yeah. I'm gonna work on Blender a little bit more, and then I'll just take a shower and go to sleep. I'm gonna go to church tomorrow. I hope I don't regret it, but I am going to church tomorrow, and yeah, I think I'm gonna buy Attack on Titan Season 2 on eBay. It's dropped down to $30, cheap as hell. I think I'll do it. So, yeah. Okay, time now is 8 a.m. in the morning on, April 8th. Yeah, fuck. So, oh my god, my hair. So I slept from 4:45 to 8. Fuck. So that's 3 hours and 15 minutes. This is really bad. I got carried away last night because I'm using Blender and I just like kept using it. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna do re-sleep today afternoon. Like after I come back home, I'm probably gonna just go back to sleep again. But yeah, it's fuck. Maybe going to church is a bad idea. But I've already said yes, so I have to go. I'm gonna fall asleep again in the sermon, but it's okay. But hey, at least I'm getting a good lunch. Yeah. Oh my god, I don't know. I still want to go to H Mart though. But yeah, I need to go for a re-sleep today afternoon. Fuck me, I'm so tired. There's a lot to do actually. Like, I want to just, watch the film and anime that I've been wanting to watch for the last few days, and then yeah, Blender, I'm still trying to figure that out. I need to finish that by the end of Monday. Oh my god. Oh, fuck.
autistic 嘅 kids 變做異類㗎嘛。
Alright, time now is 5 p.m. to be exact. So, yeah, just quote unquote woke up. Yeah, so let's quickly talk about what happened earlier today. So I went to church for the first time since mid-February. It's been a good while. Honestly, it's kind of a mistake. Not really a mistake, but it's just, I could have woken up naturally and, had a good sleep and everything, but no. So the church teacher picked me up. I had breakfast, which is one cookie. I left and I went to sermon. I fell asleep. For a moment there, I thought I would not fall asleep. I was banking on the fact that yesterday morning I had a full night's sleep. But no, I immediately started snoozing. And I sat at the very back because I sort of knew that I was gonna fall asleep. And, no one's gonna see me unless they also sit beside me. And holy shit, people started sitting beside me. Especially people that I know, which is worse. If they don't know me, then I'm just gonna fall asleep. But they know me. Afterwards, I went to the other side, the other building, Sunday school. I saw Jonah, spoke to him a little bit. And then, it's so boring. Today's Sunday school is about what it means to be a disciple, to be a believer. To be a devoted Christian, you have to, worship with your heart and donate money and, sing songs and, stuff like that. And then in the individual breakout groups, it's actually kind of interesting. We went to Genesis. We looked at Genesis 5, and it's basically like a genealogy with, the patriarchs, with Adam all the way down to Noah, and we had to do some calculations and sort of decide who is, how old was this guy how old did this person die? Like, how old was Noah's great 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 grandfather when they die? As in, more like, how old was Noah when his great 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 grandfather died? It's very confusing, and it's so early in the morning. I don't want to do math, so I was just confused the whole time. So the guy who sat next to me, big guy, during the sermon, who saw me sleeping, like falling asleep, snoozing, he was there again, and he's my group mate. I can sense that he doesn't like being around me, especially today. I think he just, maybe I'm being paranoid, but I feel like he thinks to himself, like, I don't want to have anything to do with undevoted Christians. This guy's not taking it seriously. But yeah. But I found it really interesting in a critical sense. Like, why do people in Genesis live to 900 years? Why do they have such long lifespans? And then I actually went to Reddit and I searched up, and apparently it has something to do with Mesopotamian myths and like I don't know, it's just very interesting. And there's like mathematical reasons behind these big numbers. But yeah, so that's over, and then we went to lunch. I didn't have lunch with Jonah. I left, and then the cardiologist church teacher was like, "Hey, you want to come with me to have lunch together?" And I'm like, "Okay." So we like immediately left with the glasses girl, like the older sister of the sibling, and Jonah's ex girlfriend. So we went to a delicious food corner in Monterey Park, which is great. That made me realize it's been months since I've had Hong Kong food. And I never really like missed Hong Kong food because I made like I make rice and I brew apple pear soup a month ago, and then I had the chance to eat. It's not really Hong Kong food per se, but it's like Chinese noodles, Taiwanese noodles a while back at the Temple City near the filming location. But it's, I didn't even realize that, but it's been a while, so it's really nice, and I didn't pay for it. I had a good ass meal without paying for food. Holy balls. The church teacher paid for it. The cardiologist church teacher paid for it. And during the meal, we continued to talk about the Bible. But it was in an interesting way. In a way, I was enjoying it because they talked a lot about like theories and how there are a lot of parallels within Genesis and then between Genesis and other books, and the three patriarchs, and how Noah has three sons, which is Shem, Japheth, and Ham, and how we are the descendants of Shem because Shem is secretly Asian. And like the church teacher even made an argument, popular theory, but he said it as if it was a fact that during Chinese history it's like Han Dynasty, Xia Dynasty first, or Ha Dynasty, Shang Dynasty. So before Ha Dynasty, like around 10 generations, it's Shem, and that you can actually date it back to Noah's flood, which is fucking insane. The thing is, this flood myth is like from the Epic of Gilgamesh. It's a Mesopotamian myth. It's not strictly Christian. And the thing is, when this myth is created, people at that area don't even know China exists. But somehow it became sort of like the way we justify it, the way we Asian Christians, or like not me, they Asian Christians justify it as, oh, we now exist because we're the descendants of Noah. Which is ridiculous. But it's interesting. Like, I want to talk to our religion professor about this, and I really want to take a class in the future about this. That was partially what I was expecting when I took the Jesus class, the religious class this semester. Yeah, I also got to talk about film studies a little bit, but but yeah, that's it. So originally today I planned to go to H Mart directly after church, but I completely forgot about it, so we didn't go to H Mart. Also, for Delicious Food Corner, we ordered like egg and chashu rice, and then like curry beef rice, and then seafood noodles, and I ordered fried like instant noodles with chashu and shrimp, but that never came. I think the chefs forgot, but still a lot of food. So I didn't go to H Mart. That's a little sad, but it's okay because I can still survive through the night. I can go to Ralph's tomorrow night. And another thing is I I can go to H Mart on Tuesday. Not that big of a deal. Also yesterday, a little addendum on yesterday. Right, laptop migration, I actually did it. Not the whole process, obviously, but like YouTube materials, it's like about 100 and something gigabytes. I copied the whole thing into my Western Digital hard drive and copied it into my new laptop over here. So from today onwards, I can actually film reviews and edit them on my new laptop. Yay. Second of all, last night, this half Taiwanese, half Mexican American guy, maybe I was a little drunk. Honestly, I don't think I'm drunk. I'm just comfortable in the environment. But before he left, he said something in Spanish, and I'm like, why are you speaking Spanish? And he's like, oh, I'm half Mexican. And I'm like, oh. And it was kind of awkward for a moment, but I do realize that it's awkward, but I was comfortable that it's awkward. But after he left, I realized that, oh shit, did I come off rude? Because in normal situations, I would never act this way, especially to someone that I've just met. I think I'm just like a little bit too confident in this situation, a little bit too comfortable. But yeah, that's something to be pointed out. I also asked the glasses girl, the older sister of the siblings, about Blender. I was gonna ask Jonah about it because Jonah probably knows a thing or two. But since that woman, she studies graphic design, she probably had to come across it at some point. So she's like, yeah, I've used Blender a few times. I'm not an expert, but I know a thing or two. And I'm like, oh yeah, so I just downloaded it yesterday and I'm super confused. And she's like, yeah. But yeah, I am gonna like work on the Blender right now. It's actually fun. It's actually really interesting. But I seriously have no confidence that I will be able to finish it by tomorrow night. There's also an APCA general meeting tomorrow night that I want to go, but I think it's very helpful that I go. But the thing is, assignments. Even though I don't have like big paper assignments, next week it's just the models for world building class and for religion class, CEP 5, which is like this tiny writing assignment. And some readings, I guess. But still, so I don't know. Maybe I'll still go. And the thing is, it's 8 p.m. on Monday. On Monday, my film studies class ends at 6 p.m. I go to Ralph's, I come back home at 7:30. And then I would have to immediately leave again without having dinner or resting or anything. Anyways, right, I digress. I came back home, I went to the bathroom, took a shower, and I thought, might as well go to bed. And I couldn't because I drank iced milk tea, and there's washing machine noise outside, and there's someone throwing a party outside. So I guess it's calling for me to just continue with my assignments. Work with Blender, which is fun. I like it. It's confusing as hell, but I like it. And I guess that's pretty much it for today. Yeah, hopefully I watch some anime and a film by tonight because it's been so long. It's been a while. Also, I think I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow to watch the solar eclipse. I can't look at it straight, but my camera probably can handle it if it's like at f11 or something. So I'm gonna try to look at my camera while the camera's looking up, while wearing sunglasses at the same time. But the thing is, it's gonna happen very early tomorrow at 11 a.m. So I gotta wake up really early, so I gotta sleep really early, 3 a.m. tonight, please. I successfully slept at 3:30 last night. So, I have confidence. I can break the 4 a.m. curse, okay? I can do it, I believe. Also, the Attack on Titan Season 2 Blu-ray, last night there was an offer on eBay. It's originally $40, but it dropped down to $30. I wanted to buy it this morning. Nah, it's already been bought. Fuck. But it's okay, I can still buy it for more expensive price, but I'll probably hold it off. I should focus on collecting the Monogatari series first and foremost. That's the more important Blu-ray that I want to get. Yeah, that's all. Bro, what the fuck? What is this? Oh my god, no way. Okay. Fuck, what the? Fuck off. What are you doing? Okay. Time now is 10:55 p.m. Yeah, so I'm tired as fuck. Like, the caffeine from the milk tea is finally waning away, and the fact that I only slept for 3.5 hours today is hitting me again, and I feel like I can collapse at any given moment right now. But yeah, I've done nothing since I last spoke but play Blender, and I give up. It's so fucking confusing. It's so complicated. The assets are expensive. If I want to build a Chinese architecture, I would need to go and look for assets and models and materials, and they all cost. I can try to build it from scratch, but that's going to take me weeks, if not months. And I don't have that kind of time. Even if I build all of them from scratch, to assemble them all together, it's going to take me a long ass time. So I give up. I played with Blender for like 4 hours. I almost forgot to have dinner. I was dying of hunger, but I'm literally stuck with Blender. I'm gonna email the professor and tell her that I'm sorry, but I'm changing to Minecraft. I'm gonna build my model in Minecraft. It's gonna be like a 10 times, 20 times easier. So that's that. Which is hilarious. Somehow Minecraft is easier. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It feels a little wrong almost because for the last maybe 2 months or 3 months, I've been hitting a formula every single day. It's three things: homework, YouTube, movies. And I keep running out of time doing this, keep running out of time doing that because I'm so caught up with these three things. But like right now, I'm just playing with Blender. I played with Blender a whole day yesterday. Like after I woke up right before I left for Victor's birthday party, last night after I came back home, and then today, all Blender and Unreal Engine. But we don't talk about that anymore. And it feels wrong. I feel like I'm entering some sort of rabbit hole that I shouldn't be entering, and I feel like I'm wasting my time. But like, isn't that a good feeling though? Isn't that like I'm finally invested and interested in something. Breaking the formula. But yeah, I do have shit to edit and I have shit to watch. That's true. But yeah, I'm gonna finish that thing with Minecraft. I have like 1.5 days to finish it before tomorrow night. So hopefully I finish that shit in time. But yeah, this is fun. Blender is actually fun. If only I'm like good at it, and if only I have assets. If only I have a beefy computer, then it would be awesome. Unreal Engine seems even more fun, to be honest. But yeah, I can finish in Minecraft as soon as possible. I just had dinner: pork chop spaghetti, lettuce and cucumber salad. Really simple, bit repetitive, I know. Had I been to H Mart today, I would have been having sushi night. Um, but yeah, I'm definitely going to Ralph's tomorrow, and I have to wake up tomorrow to see the solar eclipse. And I think the Chunking Express Criterion is coming tomorrow night, so I'm looking forward to getting that. My fifth Criterion ever. Hopefully it's worth it. Hopefully nobody steals it because it's so fucking expensive. But I earned it, okay? I'm a Hong Konger. I should earn it. Yes. chocolate? No. I'm seeing things. I'm going insane. Yeah, nothing else. Nothing else. Um, same old thing. Hopefully I meet interesting people in USC. Michelle texted me randomly earlier this morning saying, do you feel, you know, well, what did she say? She said, you've never dated anyone before, right? And I'm like, yeah, I told you like a million times, I haven't. And she's like, okay, just to confirm, why? Can't I ask? And she's like, oh, I'm feeling a bit sad because I'm watching this TV show called Ever Have I Never or Never Have I Ever, and it's like a bunch of teenagers dating, which sounds stupid. I would hate it. I would hate to watch a TV show like that. And she's like, oh, it just got me thinking, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, I'm just trying my best to not care. The thing is, I haven't met a single girl in USC that's even remotely interesting to me. I think, yeah, like, first of all, Hong Kong girls, I only know Rachel and Stephanie. Both of them are mid, unfortunately. Don't know much about Stephanie, haven't spoken to her a lot, but off of Instagram, I can tell she's a bit of a rich, out of touch kind of person. Rachel is also rich and out of touch, honestly, but she's just like a clumsy, goofy mess in a clumsy, goofy way, which is fine. I'm fine with being friends with her. It's just not my type, What are the other girls, honestly? Do I even know a single other person? I don't think so. North, spoke to her a few times, but she's so proactive and righteous and full of justice and busy. It's just not my thing. I don't know anyone else. The Malaysian girl in art history is cool, I guess. I'd like to be friends with her. She seems like a cool person. Yeah. But yeah, literally no one else is interesting, so why even bother? I mean, if I'm not interested in anyone, then I'm not interested in anyone. I'm just gonna live on my own and survive a day at a time and, whatever. It's just whatever. I'm done with caring about romantic relationships. Sure, I haven't had a girlfriend, haven't kissed, haven't held hands, haven't fucked, but it's the 21st century. Who fucking cares, man? We're all gonna die. Humans are gonna go extinct because we're gonna stop reproducing. I'm part of the problem, but it's also not my fault. It's a society's issue, and you know what? Fuck it. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing the world can do, and it's part of nature. Who cares, man? Who cares? It's Minecraft time, baby. Yesterday, I even downloaded mods so that I can do this shit in Minecraft. So I'm gonna do that real quick, 1 sec. Alright, time now is 11:07 a.m. in the morning on April 8th. Oh my god, it's cold as fuck. So yeah, I slept from 4 a.m. to 10:45-ish. Woke up by an alarm. I don't know why, but I woke up 3 times in the middle of the sleep, and every time I wake up I would be wide awake, sober as fuck. I turned on the heater, but the Chinese guy immediately instantly turned it off. So I need to talk to him about it. Because I'm actually dying of cold right now. But yeah, I actually don't have a lot of time. I need to leave right now for the solar eclipse. If it's actually happening, I don't know. It's really bright right now, so I don't know if it's actually a thing. But yeah, last night I spent a lot of time in Minecraft building the palace room, but I'm building really fucking fast with the help of World Edit. It's looking really good. I'm making some progress. I emailed the professor that I'm using Minecraft instead of Blender. Hopefully she accepts that. It's kind of a weird email, but I mean, I have to. I will still probably use Blender, continue to use Blender, for my final project for my world building class, but for now I'm just going to use Minecraft. It's just the better one in terms of texture, in terms of easy to use. You know, it's just way easier. Like, everything's way easier in Minecraft. Oh my god. And then I watched like 30 something minutes of Pierre LeFou, and then I had to go to bed. Yeah, unfortunately. Ran out of time again. Didn't get to do much. Didn't really submit any job applications. I should continue to do that today. Job applications. Okay, I'm gonna change my clothes and head out. I'm gonna bring a camera. I haven't even had breakfast. That's okay, who cares? I'm gonna bring a camera. I need to be a little careful though, because it's downtown LA, but yeah. Also, I need to be careful with my eyes.
Oh, sí, sí, sí. No, pero lo va a hacer los dos a la misma vez. ¿Y por quién le va a ayudar? Ah, ¿cuándo? ¿El miércoles? No. Sí, porque pues no puede ver, o sea, sí, ¿no?
I really don't think there's a solar eclipse. Oh my god. Right on time for the mailman to come. I saw him deliver this himself. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, there it is. There it Bro, how do I get into this fucking place?
I feel the same thing about feel the same way about HCA, that it's like a family.
Fuck, that's alive. Fuck. Fuck. Alright. Time now is 12:01 after midnight. Let's talk about today really quick. Today morning was interesting because first thing I did in the morning before I even had breakfast is I went back to bed a little bit because I just really felt like going back to bed. But the first thing I did was immediately change my clothes and go out because of the solar eclipse. And lo and behold, I couldn't see it. For some reason, when I looked up, first of all, I had sunglasses on, but obviously these are normal, conventional, regular sunglasses. And, you know, they're not for looking at the sun. I looked up. I didn't look at it for very long. I look up for every, 2 seconds. I look back down because I don't want to hurt my eyes, obviously. But every time I look up, it's just the sun. There's nothing unusual about it. So I took out my camera and I tried to film. I was originally going to go to a parking lot nearby to take some photos, but you know what? The sun is already visible, right outside the gates of my building, so might as well just take pictures there. So I pulled out my camera and I wasn't able to film anything. I set my camera to the smallest aperture possible, f/22, lowest ISO possible, the highest shutter speed possible, and I even I zoomed in to 70 millimeter. I went for optical zoom, so it zooms in even further. Super 35 mode, so that it's even more zoomed in. Nada. I couldn't get anything. So I used my own phone, and I took some photos and videos, and oh my god, it worked. But only in a lens flare. So the sun inside my phone, the photo on my phone, is like just a regular sun. It's just a ball of flames. But in the lens flare, you can actually see the eclipsed sun. I'm like, oh my god, I got it. Even though I couldn't see in my naked eye, at least I captured something. And that sort of made sense, because the eclipsed sun is upside down. The lenses in a camera are convex, and a lens flare should be the image, but upside down. And another thing is, you can actually see the outline of the sun. So anyways, that's very cool. I looked at people's Instagram stories. A lot of people actually got the photo of the sun with their own phones because they're using an iPhone and it's a higher quality camera, obviously. So anyways, somehow Sony didn't get it. I guess it's because it's not a camera made for taking pictures of the sun. It's not a fucking telescope. If it is, it probably would have worked. But yeah. So anyways, I went back. While I was taking photos of the sun, I saw a mailman just delivering stuff, and the mailman dropped Chungking Express on eBay. I saw the guy drop. Thank God I was here as well. If the mailman dropped this and I was gone, I was outside of the apartment, then Chungking Express would have been waiting outside of the doors of my apartment building until I get back home at around 7:30, which is risky because this is easily the most expensive Blu-ray I've ever bought in terms of dollars per minute. So thankfully I was right there when it was delivered. I opened it. Yippee-ki-yay, it is here. I love it. So everything went well. Went to school. So I was late for half an hour because bus 38 is fucking insane. I didn't walk because it was actually hot today. It was piss cold last night, and yesterday it was actually hot today. And I don't want to walk under the blistering sun. Even though there was an eclipse earlier, it's still blistering. So I took a bus there, and I didn't really miss much. It's just Third Cinema Part 2. We watched 4 episodes of Reservation Dogs. There was a little talk. I spoke up once. We talked about colonialism, and I don't know. I didn't really want to speak up, but then I thought, because I sat at the very front. If I sat at the very front and didn't say anything, it's a little awkward. I have to say something. That's very weird. That's a very weird rhetoric, I guess, argument. Because usually it's the opposite. Usually is, it would be awkward if I say something, so I'm just going to keep quiet. But this time around, it's like, it would be awkward if I don't say anything. So I said something about Tibet. Originally, I was going to talk about Hong Kong and how it's colonized by the UK. But I thought to myself, I realized that I talk about Hong Kong too fucking much. I've made too many short films about Hong Kong culture and people speaking Cantonese. I need to start expanding. So I want to not mention Hong Kong specifically. It's funny because a lot of people are like racing to represent their culture, and that's great, but now I feel like I've overrepresented my culture, and now I need to scale back a little bit. I've also thought about submitting objects in Mirror to the next year's Cams Fest, but actually maybe not, because it's Cantonese, it's horror, it's artsy, it's about immigration. It's like it hits all the check marks. It's too fucking perfect. So much so that if I put it there, it just becomes pretentious, even though it's not meant to be pretentious, but it will come off pretentious. For my next short film, first of all, the main character will be a woman. Second of all, maybe not a Hong Konger. It could be some other Asian woman, I don't care. Or it could be a white guy or a Latino. Who knows? But, just I need to scale back, But anyways, apparently this girl, Rachel, this other girl, the other Rachel, not the Korean Rachel, not the Hong Konger Rachel. There's another girl in the class called Rachel from film studies. Even though Rachel the Hong Konger is also in film studies. Anyways, she has like an Asian last name, and I've always thought, because she speaks American English perfectly, like me. And her last name is like, I don't know where is that from, so I just guess it's probably like Mandarin last name or like a Cantonese last name, but I didn't really care. Turns out she's Korean, and she talked about how, it's about colonialism, so, Japan colonized Korea, and my grandpa went through this, and another guy was talking about how, he's half, I don't know, Costa Rican or Puerto Rican or something, but he's American, but, he has, like, Latino heritage, and he's talking about, like, colonization, and it's like, okay, everyone's, like, in a competition, like, who has the most stained heritage, Like, and obviously, colonization affects almost all of us, especially people of color, which is a term I hate to use, by the way. Ooh, you're colored. Oh. But the thing is, you know what? I gotta, like, stand out from that. But even after I spoke up, the professor was like, oh, also, I want to add on to your comment, since you're from Hong Kong. Hong Kong used to be colonized by the UK, and then after the handover to mainland China, now there's a lot of volatile tension. And I'm like, yeah. But I decided not to say that from my own mouth, because I don't want to, like, hammer it down and keep reminding people that I'm from Hong Kong. I don't want to do that. So, that's something to consider. Anyways, left, went to Ralph's, bought loads of shit, $75 worth of shit, 4 plastic bags worth of shit. But that's good. Now I'm stocked. But I want to go to H Mart tomorrow still, because tomorrow night, it's sushi night, baby. Yeah. Then, went back home, and I was just in a terrible mood because the bags of Ralph's are very heavy. And my sweet potato, it fell down onto the ground 3 fucking times. It fell out of the bag. And then it fell onto the ground once while I was putting it in the fridge. And then the plastic bag broke because the sweet potatoes are heavy as fuck. And it fell onto the ground again. And I screamed, actually. Usually I don't do that. Another thing is, like, shit kept falling down. The eggplant fell down today while I was cooking dinner, and then a clove of garlic fell down. It's so annoying. And I also found like 5 dead or near dead baby cockroaches. I also want to know why they're all nearly dead, But like, there's so many baby cockroaches. And then I found another baby cockroach that's alive, that's crawling on my little rice measuring cup, plastic cup. I immediately washed it down. I also found a giant cockroach at the seams at the side of a fridge, and I tried to spray it down, just like squirt it down with the dishwasher juice, but it like escaped. So many cockroaches, it's honestly fucking disgusting. I don't know how on earth do no one else in this apartment find that disgusting. I find that disgusting. There's a whole family in here. If there's 2 cockroaches, fine, I'll let it live. A normal person wouldn't let it live, but fine, I'm a lenient, nice guy. But there's like 30 or maybe even 40 cockroaches in this apartment right now. Like, I gotta move. Speaking of moving, the Chinese guy at room 5 out. Hopefully a hot Asian girl comes in. I'm fucking serious. Please come in. Hot Asian girl. Though, to be honest, if you're an Asian girl, especially if you're international, you wouldn't just go to some random ass cheap apartment near US. You would go for, school provided housing with people, other girls you trust. So it's probably going to be a dude. My guess is that it's going to be another Chinese guy. Or a Latino, either way. If it's an Asian person, please make it like a Korean guy or something. Like, yeah. What else? But who knows? Maybe a hot Asian girl is coming. You never know. So the Chinese guy in room 5, I saw him move out his luggage and everything. So anyways, I came back home, I stayed in my street clothes, I ate some stuff, and then I left again. Of course, bus 38 ceased to exist, so I called a Lyft again to go back to campus to attend the last general meeting of APCA, and it's the presidential election. And oh my god, this is the most bullshit, lame event ever. I could have stayed home, finished dinner early, and just rest. But no, I got this shit instead. So it took me a while to find this place, Science Lecture Hall. I entered it, and there like no one. There's like maybe 15 people sitting in there, and I felt awkward because I'm the only outsider. Everyone's laughing, everyone's getting the inside jokes. I'm the only outsider. Iko is not there. Jake, the half Japanese dude, he's not there. The only person I've seen before and that I recognize. I mean, I've seen a lot of these people before, but the only person I've spoken to is Jamie, the Asian American girl, but like I don't know her at all. So it's really awkward. In this presidential election is bullshit because there's one candidate. It's not even an election. The guy is immediately chosen. There's one candidate, but it's 2 guys. I think they're both Korean Americans. Like maybe first, maybe second, maybe third generation, who knows. But they're a couple, they're dating. And they want to be co-presidents. And they did this very lame, awkward presentation. I mean, it's a well-made PowerPoint, but they keep laughing and they keep, awkward, lol, and everyone's laughing, and it's just like, fuck, what am I doing here? So I left. I didn't get to mingle with anyone. I didn't get to talk to anyone. At the end, I went up to the vice president of the club and asked him, like, hey, is this leadership thing a yearly thing or a semester thing? And the guy said it's a yearly thing. And I thought, because I was considering to apply to be like a script writing department head or something because it's cool. But now that I know it's a yearly thing, I thought to myself, okay, maybe it's a good idea to just wait. Because if I get chosen as script writing department head, but I don't know 98% of anyone in APCA or the leadership team and I don't gel with them, then it's gonna be stupid. Okay? It's stupid. I can wait for next year, or maybe even better. Maybe, because my idea is for the second year of USC, I want to be in APCA, and the third year I want to be in HKSA leadership team, just to max out my resume. But now I don't even care, you know, maybe I don't even become leadership team in ABC at all. Maybe I'll just do, you know, HKSA leadership team, you know, hopefully, maybe. But that's that. But if I apply and get chosen as scriptwriting department head, it's gonna be a disaster. Like, I am not gonna be able to socialize with anyone. At least when I became scriptwriting club VP with Thomas, I knew Thomas and we worked together very well. But like, there's no Thomas in USC. Which is ironic, given how much of a goofball Thomas is. Yeah, went back home, cooked. Here I am. I'm tired. The world building class professor responded to my email saying, "Oh no, it's fine. Like, the point of this assignment isn't to torture you with 3D modeling softwares. It's for you to visualize the scene. So Minecraft is fine if it's the best for you." And I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna focus on a Minecraft build like right now. That's kind of fun, actually. Yeah. I don't know why it's taken until now for me to say this, but yesterday, Sunday, at church, I prayed twice. Like, I led a prayer twice. I've never done that in my life. Or perhaps I haven't done that in at least 6 or 7 years. But I did that twice on Sunday. Once during Sunday school when the church teacher was like, hey, so there are 2 people grouped up. The younger one will lead the prayer. And then the second time at lunch when the church teacher asked me to lead a prayer. And I said, oh, I already led one. And the church teacher was like, okay, you're a man. Next time somebody asks you to lead a prayer, you say, I am honored. It wasn't that awkward. I'm pretty well trained in the art of avoiding awkwardness now. Like, I'm actually pretty good at it. Alright, and now is 7:55 a.m. in the morning on April 9th. I slept from 4 a.m. till 7:45. I went back for tiny, extra sleep, but yeah, kill me. Yeah, it's already the 14th week and I'm still struggling with sleeping. I just can't. Last night I spent so much time playing Minecraft just to get the models right. Just to, I really enjoyed it, but I played it until like 2 something p.m., 2 something a.m. and I just didn't have the time to finish Pierrot Le Fou. So yeah, I didn't watch anything last night, which is insane. I watched so much stuff in March. In April, I just like stopped. I just kept running out of time. But yeah, it's oh my god. Yeah, so today it's world building class plus art history. I'm gonna go home and have lunch, and then I will go to H Mart, I believe. My fridge is already jam-packed with food, so I'm not gonna buy too much food. I'm just gonna get some like sushi and stuff like that for tonight. Yeah, also I'm so sleepy, fuck. Yeah, I need to get back on track with, normal life. And by that I mean editing things, watching movies, and, stuff like that. On Wednesday, which is tomorrow morning, there's gonna be a on-campus job fair, so I'm gonna go. Glenn is also going, so we're gonna go together. zoom around. And then that's it. Yeah. 4 a.m. curse, man. I swear to God. I'm going to go to bed at 3 a.m. tonight. Watch me, okay? Watch me go to bed at 3 a.m. tonight. And I'm gonna wake up later tomorrow morning, so it's gonna be, 3 to 11. That's 8 hours. Oof. Sweet, sweet 8 hours of sleep. Yeah. I'm gonna stop it here. Fuck. Oh my God.
But also specifically for a job the algorithm they were using, it's like 45 now.
Yeah, right. No,
The
then-
transition between the
Between
mono
the
and
two.
stereo.
Because I would look down and I would just say.
I'm so hungry. That's dinner. Stop it, please. Alright, time now is 9:38 p.m. On April 9th. Fuck, I'm so cold and I'm so tired. It's actually kind of a miracle that I've survived 14 weeks being this sleep deprived and cold and tired constantly and hungry as well. It's actually kind of a miracle that I'm still standing here. Come to think of it, I barely get any sleep. I get 1 day every week where I get to actually sleep. 6 days out of 7 or 5 days out of 7, I'm usually tired as hell. Hopefully I go to bed at 3 tonight, but even so, is it early enough? Probably not. So let's talk about today real quick, 1 sec before I go on to have dinner. Hopefully the dinner will provide me the calories that I will need to stay awake for the night. So, woke up and as much as I hate it, it's a Tuesday, which means that I have to wake up early. But even so, I went back to sleep for 10 more minutes. I keep doing that. I'm too tired. I ate a cookie and then I left. And as expected, bus number 38 goes wonky, goes crazy, and it disappears. So I've given up. I'm tired. It's hot. I'm not gonna walk to school, okay? I just waited at the bus stop. If the bus comes a million years later, then I'll just stand there for a million years. So the bus finally showed up, but it was random. I opened Google Map. So the transit app predicted that the next bus will come in 1 hour and 30 minutes, which is fucking stupid. Of course, that's not true. Google Map predicted that it's going to come, I don't know, somewhere around 8 something p.m., I don't know, just some 8:50 or something, or 8:40. The bus finally showed up at 8:30 something. So again, it just shows up at random moments. And I feel like this is one of the only few buses that actually do that, because I also took bus 207 today. Not a problem. The bus came on time. The transit app predicted it quite correctly. It's just that bus 38 just so happens to the bus that I need to go to school every day is the one that's going insane. But anyways, I'm going to start timekeeping this bus by myself. By that I mean I'm gonna keep a record of when exactly the bus will arrive at the station, so I can accurately predict when will it arrive at the station, like its schedule changed or something. But thank God I arrived on campus on time, and I was able to sit on a chair and just wait and think. I didn't get coffee because, even though I probably should have, but I didn't. And I went to world building class, and for some reason I did not fall asleep or feel drowsy at all during world building class today. Maybe it's because I really forced myself to stay awake throughout the entire class. Same with art history. I didn't feel drowsy at all. I felt tired, but I didn't feel drowsy. But yeah, world building class, we've come to a point where we really have nothing to do. World building is a very interesting thing to learn, but we've come to a point in the course where everything is already taught, and it's not that, there is not much to say. So we didn't really say much or do much. We spent quite some time talking about the solar eclipse. Anyways, we talked about 3D modeling. Turns out, okay, so today only 2 students showed, plus a TA, that's 3. And Waiting, the Chinese guy, did like a very simple SketchUp 3D modeling thing. I think Claire hasn't done it yet. I did a Minecraft thing, and mine was really elaborate and surprised them both. And it's funny because I did it in like 2 days, 1.5 days even. Okay, anyways, then for the last 1.5 hours of the class, we went to VR lab in SCI, and that was actually really fun. Even though, okay, I did almost fall asleep, or I did start feeling drowsy when they started talking about these VR productions that they did, because it was really fucking cold. When it's cold, I feel sleepy. When it's hot, I don't. So, but then we got to play with the VR ourselves. We used the Oculus Rift, which I think it's been a while since I've used it. Last time I used it, it was like late December of 2021 at my uncle's place in the Washington State. But yeah, it was really fun. But this time around, it wasn't disorienting or anything, because I can move around. I can look up, down, left, right, X, Y, Z, but I can't move around. And it's also like mini movies. Like I can't really interact with the thing at all. But it was fun. The professor secretly took videos and photos of us. I also wanted to take a video, but like of the Oculus Rift by filming the Oculus Rift, because why not? But it didn't really work out, obviously. Alright, afterwards, went to DMC. Ate some snacks, fortune cookie from Panda Express. The pack of pretzel snacks that I was given by the Amtrak staff on the day I went to Santa Barbara because the bus got delayed. Not a lot of calories, not enough calories, but it's okay, I'll survive. So art history. Went through that, nice class, had fun, looked at some Chinese paintings, looked at some Japanese paintings, really nice. Right before art history, I read my emails, and apparently there's this production designer seminar thing that's going on at SCA, and it starts from 2 p.m., goes till 3:30. That was interesting, because I want to be a production designer. I want to work on that field. But here's the thing. I'm tired, hungry as fuck, sleep deprived, and I have a lot to do today. I have a lot of things to edit, finish, homework, shit like that. yeah. But I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'm going. So I went. And another screw it moment would be that I bought the Attack on Titan Season 2 limited edition. It's really expensive. It's 40 point something dollars, so plus shipping fees, plus taxes, it goes up to 53. Had I accepted the offer on eBay in time, on the day I went to Cliff's place, that's $30 plus shipping fees plus taxes. That would shoot up to maybe 40. So I just wasted about $13 more on a Blu-ray when I could have had it cheaper. But the thing is, that was all. The one I just accepted, the offer I just accepted on Mercury, is already like an offering, like already like a huge discount. The original pricing was $85. Then it got reduced to 56, then it got reduced to 40.5. I highly doubt that there will be another Attack on Titan Season 2 limited edition Blu-ray on eBay or Mercury that is that cheap. Unless, you know, once in a blue moon. So honestly, if I buy it now, it would be the wise choice. So I just did it. Fuck it. So I feel like I've already used up all my quota. So I've already spent about $150 on Blu-ray so far in April. Even though the month just started. But I think I've used up my quota. I think I can't buy any more in this month. But it's fine. All the Nisei Monogatari Blu-rays I want are gone. The $250 one is long gone. The $200 one is bought in eBay, which is fine. I'm not salty about it because $200 is too much. I will buy it if it's lower than $200, which is a huge gamble, but I'm sure it'll happen once in a freaking blue moon. Okay, anyways, production seminar. Wow, quite a few people turned up. I think like 20-ish, maybe even 30 people showed up in this tiny ass room on the second floor in SCA. And we have a couple of speakers. One is the production designer of Blue Eye Samurai, and the other one is less successful but does live action production design. And I pulled out my notebook and I started writing notes. Also, I noticed that North and Jamie, the Chinese American girl, the Asian American, as opposed to Jamie, the Chinese girl, Jamie is here, and they sat together, and it's like, okay, obviously they are. Not too surprised. North is there because North will be anywhere related to film, because she's just so proactive like that. And I know Jamie's interested in like PD stuff, but you know, but I don't think they noticed that I was there. But yeah. So it was interesting to see the PDs talking about their creative processes and everything. But honestly, let me be frank, I didn't learn jack shit for during the seminar today. Didn't learn anything. It's cool to see all these sketches. It's cool hearing them share their experiences. But honestly, it's nothing that beneficial to me. So I didn't want to stay for the whole thing, but I ended up staying till almost the whole thing. It ends at 3:30. At 3:20, I left, took the bus, went back home, immediately made myself gyudon with the beef that I marinated 9 days ago, and that I chucked in the freezer like 3 days ago. So it was kind of rotten, honestly, but I still ate it up with onions. I put shitloads of soy sauce and vinegar while simmering that beef and onion thing down, and it's so sour. So honestly, a very mid lunch. I not even mid, it's like bad. It's 2 out of 10. 1 out of 10 actually. And then immediately afterwards, I went to H Mart. Took the bus, went there, came back, bought a bunch of shit. Feeling good. I think I can survive the week. I will maybe tomorrow, or no, not tomorrow, maybe Thursday, I will go to Target and buy shampoo and cereal. But like aside from that, I'm done for the week. Like I got all the groceries I need. My fridge is completely jam-packed as of now. So that's that. So sushi night for tonight, yay! And yeah, now I have just finished watching Pierre LeFou. I fell asleep twice during the movie. Straight up fell asleep. And I let myself fall asleep. It's so fucking cold. It's not actually that cold right now. It's just that when you don't sleep enough, you have very low blood pressure and you feel cold. So that's that. Yeah. It's good I'm not stuck in that Blender rabbit hole now. Now is not the time to do that. I'm back outside, I'm editing stuff, I'm focusing on homework, I'm focusing on finishing off movies. I'm gonna watch the entirety of the Iron Claw tonight. So today is a double feature day, but it's okay because I spent the last week not watching enough movies. And I think that's pretty much it for today. Nothing too interesting, honestly. I just killed a cockroach. After Pierre LeFou ended, I just saw a cockroach just came all the way from that door to blah 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 to under the table, and I'm just like, fuck. I grabbed the alcohol spray, sprayed it, made it weak, grabbed the body wash, squirted on it, suffocated it, grabbed another empty bottle, blah, smashed it, threw it in the toilet, flushed it. Protocol. At this point, I'm not even scared of cockroaches anymore. Fuck them. And that's not like a mini cockroach either. It's not gigantic, but like medium sized. It's insane how common they are. It's actually insane. But yeah. Nothing else. I'm eating a sashimi bowl. It's like a sashimi salad bowl. I don't know why the fuck do white people keep calling, or more like Americans call it salad. It's not a salad, but there's no rice in it either, which is kind of sus. Either way, it's gonna be a simple meal that I can pull off within an hour, I believe. What else is there to say? What else? Nothing else. Can't believe it's already the third last week. Honestly, APCA is kind of fucking stupid. Like, maybe it's not stupid. Maybe it is something. I'm just not there yet. But from what I can tell, it's kind of a waste of time. Like, even if I get onto these APCA-related short films, which is cool and fun, like, what good is it gonna do to me? I'd rather get onto thesis films like 310, 480, and 548, because these films will be watched and will get me out there. And so there are 3 layers, right? There's like club stuff, which is like fun and games. There's a class stuff, like thesis films, but that's also still within the school. And then beyond that, it's the outside stuff, the freelancing, which is what Cliff and Ariel are already doing at this point. Like, they're already at that level, like, which is insane. So there's the outside stuff, the freelancing for shorts, and then go beyond feature films. Ariel is reaching that point already, which is what makes him so successful. Now, this is the path of a crew. I'm not exactly a crew guy, but this is sort of the path I'm going for, and the path that I'm already on. And any other path is going to be a million times more difficult. What am I going to do? Film YouTube shorts? And attract producers via YouTube shorts? No. So, yeah. Also, my hair today is not bad. Now it's a little worse, but today, before I washed my hair and everything, it was actually really slick, and I actually kind of liked it. Oh my god, I'm so cold. Sushi time. Okay, I don't know what is this, but it's some kind of lettuce and salmon tuna mixed salad. So I'm gonna just try that. This is apparently hot sauce. There's some seaweed over here. Again, I have no idea why is it mixed this way. Maybe it's like a Hawaiian Japanese fusion thing, like a poke bowl. Okay. Is there nothing underneath? There's nothing underneath. Okay, great. Wait, is that a mango? No, it's a bell pepper. I don't know. Okay. Ooh, it's so fishy. Oh my god. Ooh. Part of me thinks this is just chicken breast. Tastes like it is. Okay, let's try the buffalo wings.